Alright. Konnichiwa everyone. Davis here, and we are back with, well, drawing. We are back with drawing. Yeah, yeah. The thing itself, how to say this? So basically, we are in the, yeah. I'm almost finishing my time off. I'm finishing it at 10th. On 11th, I'm coming back to work. So, yeah. Um, did I do many things? I could say so. Not as many things as I wished I could, but I've definitely got myself like totally freed from everything that I needed. Commissions turn out to take much more time from me, So we are here. I'm going to quickly send out the links. So, folks, I'll be real with you. Yesterday, I've had issues. Not yesterday. Yes. / twitch.tv Devis Moriarty. Okay. So yesterday I've had an issue regarding couple problems. And yeah. And yeah. Just needed a moment, just needed a moment. Sometimes it happens, sometimes there are moments like that. I've been doing a lot basically, and I really wanted to close up as much as possible throughout this entire period of time. So I do hope that we are going somewhere with it. So we've already got, I suppose, most of the things that um, I guess I needed to do, right? And well, we're going to just keep at it. We're going to stream. We're going to do all that's needed, and I believe right after that we are going to, yeah, we are going to what? Can you guess? That's right. I don't know. But I see that the chat is working as it's supposed to. That's good. I see that it's actually working. That's good. Yeah. I guess okay, this is running, this is running. Let me just, I don't really understand about that one little thing that I've got here. Because here's the thing. Here's the thing. I've mounted my tablet, right? So basically, I'm going to be able to see, everything on the chats directly. If, for example, there are like messages to be unlocked or whatever, I'll be able to see it. Also, in the case if the chat window is not going to operate properly, I can just take my tablet, use it for the stream. Right? It's going to be in the background. Meanwhile, let me turn on the Music. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. You know. And yeah. Um. We're going to continue at it. I've prepared stuff for kind of a background. This is what I want to do. You know, this is the background I'm talking about. Give or take, just made the character. The character, of course, is going to be closer. So I'm just going to do the background itself. Was there an issue with the chat? Yesterday, yeah. For some reason yesterday it didn't work at all. It was, yeah, it was that. Also Sega, hi, hello. Hope you're right, how's it going? Alrighty, let's get at it with our water shrew first. Oh. Cleaning, let's go. Let's go. I need to clean also. I guess yesterday I'm going to do yesterday, yeah. I'm going to do that yesterday. GF coming over tomorrow? Let's go. Let's go. So I wanted to make the lines thinner. So we're going to do that. Good news are that I've genuinely managed to finish most of my commissions. I have one last commission I have to take over, and it's already on, like, coloring only, so I can literally just finish it, you know, today. You know, I can literally just finish it today, no problems, and I should be able to you know, take care of stuff. And I guess today I'm also going to start working on other things, so I could finish other stuff tomorrow, or I'm going to actually tackle finishing one additional thing today, because I can finish that boarding up I've talked about. It should be available to be finished. I just need to change the tools edition mode. Because, like, for example, like, you know, here's the note tool, right? So you can like do some noting, yada yada yada, and you know, out of nowhere you get this and that. I have to hide a lot of things. Oh no. Oh no. I have to finally go to the bank. Have a stockpile of presents for her. Damn. Yeah, then you definitely need to, like, hide it well. Meanwhile, Zega is going to throw everything into, like, a closet and be like, don't open the closet. Very tall wardrobe. I've got one too. I've got a wardrobe that's like up to my ceiling. It makes for a wall for me. Yeah, same, but my ceiling is 4 meters high. Okay. Well, sorry, I'll leave, you know. Yeah. Oh my. It's a waste of space on most parts. For me, it's making for a wall for me, because, like, you know, I need to, like, I have a room through people have to walk through to get to another room, and the other room is my brother's room. So whenever my brother wants to go somewhere or do something, he has to walk through my room. Yes, zero privacy, but I've made one with that wall. Kind of. Only 1/3 of my room has a loft. Damn. Bed is up there. Also, climbing up is kinda difficult. Climbing up? What you mean climbing up? Is that thing an ugly child of a ladder and steps? You. I'm like you. Very steep steps, but like 3/4 covering each other vertically. Ew. There's shins when trying to climb up. Ew. I would definitely hit my shin on it. I was used to it in 5 years, but everybody else having a problem. To be fair, I'm thinking about exchanging my bed, but it's going to be very expensive and difficult thing to perform. Because my current bed would have to be like unscrewed, you know? Yeah. Damn. Yeah. So I'm actually waiting for the because like I have a bank account where I have to like spend each week at least 500 PLN, and I'm like, oh okay, so I'm kind of forced to spend anyway, and 500 was give or take my thing I wanted to spend. So I'm like, oh yeah, I'm just going to do that, and that should be good, I guess. And you know, I have to say it's actually comfortable because it does actually support my expenses. Like I'm limiting myself, and that helps me to like actually calculate the expenses that I want to do. Also not sure if tomorrow I'm going to be going to if I'm going to go to another city or not. It would be cool because, just got a paycheck, so it would be cool to like buy myself something. But yeah. No idea what I would want to do for myself. Do you have a moment to talk about our Lord and Savior Jesus H. Christ? Jesus! Hi Muto, glad to be here. How are you? How's it going? H? Yeah, it's Jose Jesus. Hello. How's your thing? Good? I'm good, glad to hear that. And yes, H. It's Jesus Jose. Like unironically, Polish people, like those Polish, yeah. What's H? What's 5? Hi Zev, glad to be here. How are you? Hoping how's going? How have you been? Haven't seen you in a while. What is love? Baby, don't hurt me. Don't hurt me no more. I know people just put H as a middle name. I see. I'm good. About to do some drawing. Let's go. Let's go. To be fair, tomorrow if I'm going to actually pin up things, I'm going to work stuff out. Did you finish cleaning your house? He's still doing it. Not even close. Late night cleaning, imagine. Imagine Zega in this situation. Oh, I need to clean up. I can do it tomorrow. Meanwhile, next day, assess how much he has to clean. Panic. Wait, actually, he's supposed to have a bit different thing. Like that. Well, that's exactly how it happens. God damn! Tomato. Why tomato? Just tomatoes. I see. Five tomato. Zaga, did you eat? Eating right now? What you eating? 5280. Devi no dying. Fits in a mile, 5 tomato. What? Crazy. But that's how it goes. Millions of people. When the wound's not healing. Imagine. Can you believe that at this point some like Ozzy Osbourne's songs after a couple years now are going to go into public domain? Just like Steamboat Willie and Winnie the Pooh and Peter Pan, I guess. Actually, wouldn't Elvis Presley's songs also go to like public domain soon? Or songs can't go to the public domain? I assume there's something that the I assume the companies who are releasing songs in their names are, you know, that are holding right now the copyrights could possibly, you know, I don't know. You know? Also, I don't know why, but today I was watching some SCP videos. You know, where people are making content out of SCP, where they're like playing some kind of doctor from the facility or something, and are basically explaining things. Found a guy who's like explaining things by telling some kind of story, and then they are like reading portion of the SCP's you know, thingy. Love, yeah. Love you more. When is your Mother's Day? I don't remember. Come to think of that, I might actually go with her somewhere. Last Sunday. Oh. Well, I couldn't do anything because she was at the thing with my father, so I see. I guess I mean, I've also got her. I've bought her something on Mother's Day last month too, so at least I'm clear on that. Hi Victoria, glad to be here. How are you? How's it going? Hi, hi. How are you doing? I'm doing good. Doing good. Doing absolutely fantastic. I've been chilling today. I finished most of the commissions. I think ours this weekend. I see. Positive energy. Of the commissions? Yeah, finally restaurant. Yeah. I need to just color one thing, but I have to wait for the client to give me green light that, hey, okay, that the sketch is good, we can color. And I believe they will give me the information slightly, I guess around the end of this stream. and I'll be able to just color it and I'll be done with it. Also, I think I would be able to finish the boarding up today. So I'll be done with 2 huge things that I wanted to do. We're also this week going to start working on my model after this thing. And I think I'm going to create a plan what to do what day. I'm going to split things by the days now. So like, today we are going to play games, today we are going to draw this, today we are going to draw that. I think it's going to bring in a little bit more variety to the streams. Something that I was lacking and I really wanted to introduce, and I believe we're going to do the game streams when we were usually doing breaks. Just heads up. And first game, I think Mega Man Battle Network. We're going to start from the beginning, you know, and basically do stuff this way. Are you going to play games today? We can, I guess, we can. But maybe not for long. But we definitely can. And if I'll finish... Boo? What do you mean, boo? Okay, then I'm not going to finish what I wanted to say. Huh. Wow. Yeah. And here I wanted to say that when I'll finish everything, we would be able to come back to the games. Wow. Yeah. Yep. Oh my. But we can finally watch the anime, so I also want to like keep on watching the anime review that you've showed me. We can also watch... It's so funny, yeah. He haunted my dreams. Oh my. Just imagine. To be fair, if not for the construction that I'm bound to draw, I would probably finish the characters a little bit faster even. And there's a reason to it. Basically, we are the rats. Oh my. Actually, I feel like Jeremiah is not I don't know. I feel like Jeremiah is not having that many clips anymore. I think he like stopped trying to do, you know, clips. He stopped clip farming. I might be totally wrong, but I haven't seen any like clip compilation for him, and he was getting like one for each month. People were literally doing like Jerma March 2024 compilation or something like that. I'm not saying that it's bad, because actually Jerma, like, you know, was, you know, I have problem with drawing hands. Let me show you. So basically, to draw hands, well, basically to like work it out, you have to kind of focus on the fact that you can draw everything with simple shapes, and so the same thing for the hands. So you have your like hand base, right? Let's say a square, because those can differ. For some it might be like this, right? But let's say a square, right? You can mark the points for the fingers. This one is going to be just square at details. Yes. You can see that I've marked where the middle finger is, right? Middle finger is always on the high point, but depending on the character, the the thumbs should always like stick out towards the camera when you are looking at it from the perspective of like Kamvas view, right? Because the hands are always like facing with palms towards the body. So like that's your thing. And basically hands are split between couple like muscle groups, I guess you can say, at least like palm here. So we have this element, we have this element, we have this element, right? And we have rest of the hand, right? Sometimes you can add like a bump here to make things, you know, appeal a bit more. But that's basically it. So you can see that kind of the middle finger is kind of like positioned in the like literally between both muscle groups here, because it is. So yeah, that's why, because like that's more or less the point where both muscle groups are joining. That's why, for example, if you try to bend only middle finger, both ring finger and the pointing finger are going to like get forced down, because middle finger bone is like pushing on both of the muscle groups, forcing both of them to like contract, pushing behind the middle finger the other fingers together. Thumb is like its own thing, right? Thumb is not going to be affected by anything, it's not going to affect other fingers either. It's like, you know, it's kind of like its own thing. And now we have the fingers, right? And they are split into like 3 sections. You can say that middle finger is going to be the highest. And now hands can vary in shape. Some people have all fingers, like, you know, middle finger, pointing finger and ring finger to be kind of on the same level. The pinky finger is also kind of taller, and then you have the thumb, which is like as it's supposed to. So you know, that there are people who have like other kinds of hands, but basically the like go-to hand would have fingers like this. Right? So you have the middle finger, which is going to be at the top of everything. Pointing finger is going to be slightly shorter than the middle finger. Ring finger is going to be either taller or shorter than the pointing finger. And then we have the pinky, which is going to be like kind of also small here. And then we have the thumb, which is also going to be separated like that, right? So we have like this, because it also is going to like extend the hand a little bit like that. And then we have like this and like this, right? We can also like join it here. Then the thumb is going to be to the half length of the pointing finger. And then you can like go check the heights of all the fingers and like try to, you know, cut them in half kind of. And then the top half is going to be also cut in half. And those are your fingers, right? Now, basically, why is it important to like comprehend this shape, right? Because it's, you know, natural shape. Just as, for example, if you look at your, you know, knuckles, you'll notice that actually the fingers are going like that. They're contracting towards your palm, to the center of your palm, right? So if you like clench your fist, they're going to like kind of push one another, but also they are going to like bend towards you. And then like the knuckle of the middle finger is going to be the triangle. The knuckle on the pointing finger is going to be square. Ring finger is going to be spherical, and the pinky is going to be once again squared. And that gives you this characteristic square-like shape for your hand, right? So if I want to, for example, make a hand, considering that, and I want to, let's say, like draw it in that give or take like very specific shape, I'm going to kind of try to draw the way how the hand is going to be. And here's another thing: you can treat the palm or hand itself even like a plane. So basically I'm going to draw hand like this. And I know that, for example, here's going to be the pointing finger, here's going to be the middle finger, right? Ring finger, and it's going to kind of like shoot here. And then pinky. And here's going to be the thumb. Of course, feel free to erase elements. It's like, you know, up to you. I want a rat. Damn. Why? Why a rat? Why all so sudden? So now you can see that here the middle finger is going to poke. Here, this one's going to like wrap around here, and here we're going to just have this thing like this, right? And now you can see that the hand, you know, they're cute. Food for miscut. No, yeah, damn. Oh no. And here you've got your hand, right? So like basically it's all very dependent also on your style, so worry not if it's not coming up together, but it's like it's all to keep for that very specific thing, right? In your head, like how the hand exactly is structured. Also look at some references if you, well, I'm assuming you have both of your hands. If you are drawing and you need a reference, you can, for example, try to make a photo of yourself doing the same pose and look how your hands are making, like, looking, you know? Thanks for the tip, of course. The worst thing is designing elements like that, because like you still have to whenever you are designing a character, like how the character has a weapon, how the character is going to hold it. So the rod is collapsible and he puts it into the holster, right? But like how the heck holster is going to look like? Why hoister? I'm saying it's not hoister. Why am I saying hoister? Let's go. Oh. I won the best mascot prize. Let's go. I knew you can do it. I knew you can do it, Victoria. Yay. Yay. I will say mascot. It's mascot. Congratulations. Yeah. No. Why mascot? Because a mascot. Not mascot. 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 Don't blame me, blame the English language that those two sound alike. A mascot with a mascot? It's like wait, hey, you know, it's literally one thing. What's a musket now? musket. It's a old gun. You know, those that you have to use like, you know, thingies to clean before you even pour the gunpowder in. Ah, okay. E. You don't clean it all, you push it in the blast seal. Well, yes. But like, it's the like kind of motion for it. Kind of similar motion. I just connected the dots like that. Oh, I've got an email. I wonder what the email is. Okay. It's a good thing. So, let's go. Fishing, eating, I will pass out. What about cleaning? Too sleepy? No, if you want clean, Straden, Burden, Barden, Bart is going to come in and yoink your balls. The typical German good nights. The typical German bedtime story. Hans didn't eat his knuddles because of that. Straden, Burden, Barden, Bart came in and yoinked his testicles. Holy shit. What? Yeah, like, you know, Germans have like messed up bedtime stories and generally messed up stories. German always works. Did you just talk in German? What? Nah. It's just a meme. Mine. To be fair, we wouldn't have English if not Germans. Because English comes to the family of Germanic languages. Because Saxons raided Celts, and Celts actually got the Saxonian German and mixed it with some Celtic, and yeah, the English was created, and yeah. Nine is so much more logical to pronounce than nine. You know that I believe that most of these words that we know in every single language were just done by someone. Oh yeah, it sounds right, yeah. Because you have zero logical explanation why, for example, ketchup is called ketchup. Because, like, come on, it's just mushed Tomato. 99. Catching up. I'm losing it. I'm losing it. Alright. Oh, what up? That was like weird way to hold a mug. Okay. I mean, true. It is a weird way to hold a mug. I wouldn't recommend. It's 8 p.m. Let's go. Zega. It's 8 in city. Yep. It's 8 p.m. city. Exactly. Also, Zega, why did you slept only 10 hours throughout the entire week this week? The hell happened? Work. What did they like messed up again? It's 10 p.m. here, lol. Here's a Minecraft server, please. I want to play MC. By the way, they asked us to do that change like 10 months ago, and because of that everyone slowly got cooked, and now I have to uncook the omelette. Motherfucker. Bro is actually like making the ionizer. The uncookinator. Yeah, a lot of stuff to unscrew, yeah. At this point, it's like the level, dang. At this point, it's like level of, is nobody thought it through on the business side? Damn. Damn. I mean, did your workplace like actually manage to finally pay you all that after you gave them the last invoice? After such a work time, you actually might put them out of the business. No, they owe me like 200,000 pil. Bro, you could literally buy a house here for that kind of money. If they like actually pay you all of that right now, you could actually buy a house in Poland right now. We can't even buy a garage with that money here. Damn. It's like a moving to Poland when. Oh, my coworkers moved there? And how is he living? Taxes are a lot better too. Yeah. Yeah. Although it also depends on the brackets you've got. Next to the Warsaw military. Imagine. Who is she? Secret melody, immortal she. Damn. Okay. Weapon design is hitting hard. That's cool. So the weapon is like going to prolong. Wrong word. Wrong word. So the rod is going to like kind of collapse. Collapse. Yes. Or is it like a button? Yeah. Seems like an antenna because it's like Tesla coil also. Because it's like electric. It's supposed to paralyze. Okay. Yeah. I would also want to make like a mechanism that will actually show how is it collapsing, but at this point I'm like, okay, it's like too much details. You know what I mean? All right. But yeah, it might be seeming like to look like an antenna. To be fair. Okay. And over here I'm going to make like a sliding slots for those. Like this. So whenever it's like going to collapse, it's going to also like, you know. Yeah. Damn. Imagine spending such a long time on like a really not meaningful weapon at all. Like it's genuinely not meaningful at all. I guess there are a couple things more that we might need to work out. Oh yeah. Right. It's the small details that are making the difference, you know, that are making the difference, so it's good to add some of these. Like, clean design is going to look boring. could nitpick. What? What you mean? What does that mean? Watch used to be in left pocket and the chain connecting with arrow to the bottom hole. Oh. Yeah, that makes sense. Sure. There's actually quite often an additional hole for it. I hate the shoes. Reminder of my cyberpunk character. Oh? How come? Suit with gas mask and lollipops. Hates shoes. What? No lollipop. Flip-flops. Oh. Are you hungry? I ate! I actually ate. You may be an 8, but are you hungry? I've ate a meal in it, mate. Alright, we're supposed to give him also those a male in it, mate. Brother, please, brother. Please. Damn, mate. Right. Let's see. Is there anything else that I could add potentially to him? Damn. We're almost, yeah, finished the sketch. How does that look? Through the wall. By the way, it's literally the character that we're going to shade using black, by the way. The black that we've got. So it's this. It's 64, 59, 79. It's like darker blue. We are going to use our thing. I mean, if you don't see the anime, you don't know the guy supposed to be inspired by it. I mean, what is needed here to make it him inspired by it? Because like we've made the tail as a, you know, long tail thing here because it gets brought to the point. I'm sleepy, I gotta go, I gotta sleep, bye, and good night, Davis, bye, see you in the world. Yeah, me just yawning while, yeah. Thank you, Victoria. Sleep well. Bye bye. So we've got details, the like brought to the point thing here. He's going to be colored dark thing here and brighter inside. We couldn't make, don't know, because it's pretty generic creature. Yes, you know. I mean, I'm going to try to give him the color palette of it to make sure it's going to work. And I guess the environment is going to, you know, be there. Although I'm worried that the, for example, I could have done legs too big. I mean, too tall. What you think? But yeah, shrews are pretty generic ones. Their design is not crazy. That's the thing, like, there are animals that have literally like zero, you know, connection. I've noticed that sometimes Real Tuna is also having, like, you know, struggling with it, you know? Some of the characters, like, he literally chooses characters that only have, like, some kind of sense to them. I guess I could, like, also add, like, a... line here and here. Wait. Nah, it makes zero sense. Or maybe? No. See, that's the problem. He's not like, you know, he's not a ninja. He's just like a guy that's supposed to be like a police officer. And the problem with police or marine, the problem with that all of them must have like some kind of, you know, fitting outfit. Also, like nothing besides the like generic elegant outfit, you know, would fit in here. So I don't think it would, you know, change much if it's going to be like God knows how, you know, advanced or not when it comes to the design. Yep, makes sense now. A bit more. I guess same would go in here, right? Actually, those are usually like sewn at the back, but that would mean that over here we would have like a line. Barely visible, but there should be one. Yeah. Because like his legs are here. That's his crotch line, because like, you know, it's like those like from a suit, right? So you have to keep your pants around your, like, you know, belly button level, so that they're like slightly higher. So his whole torso is like this, right? And if you like count it, the legs are actually fitting to his torso. It just looks like that because he has, like, you know, those taller ones, those taller pants. Oh yeah, and he did have a bushy eyebrows. He's supposed to be tired. Okay. Well, we've got somewhere. The design looks a bit better. Itself, it has a little bit more things. Maybe at the end here we could, of his button, we could add like a strap. Hi Ren, glad to have you here. How are you? Hope how's it going? How are we doing? I've been doing good. I've been doing good. Actually, I've been doing really darn well. Well, I'm kind of mad at myself that I didn't really do throughout this entire like 10-day span a little bit more, because like first 3 days, like on Friday I was resting, on Sunday I was taken by the parents, and then I like on Saturday I was taken by the parents to like other city. I came back, I was like, you know, trying to draw a little, and I was like, you know, doing stuff basically, like, and but on Sunday I was finishing stuff from Saturday. I've had one thing to be finished on Monday from those. Then I started working, since Monday I was working on the commissions, and just now on 8th, the Friday, I've actually managed to, you know, finish up stuff, basically all the commissions. Yeah, and now I'm kind of, you know, salty because I didn't really do much in my head, but I guess you can say that I've done pretty much a lot because of purely out of like how much actually was done so far, you know. So I'm just here, you know, kind of salty, kind of not. Yeah. But today I'm finishing probably all the commissions, so I'm on 0 commissions. I'm going to try to finish my app for boards. So busy, yeah. So I'll finish up the boards app, and I would want to make like a good randomizing app for myself too, and have like boarding app and a randomizing app kind of one next to one another. And then I guess I'm going to also try to work on the new model, although I am wondering recently I've had a thought about like totally dropping VTubing. Not like totally dropping VTubing like fully, but coming to the model only when I'm like really not capable to be seen on a webcam, for example. The question is like, you know, like I don't want to really do moves that would, for example, make it I don't want to like rebrand in the way that all of you would hate it, right? That's what I mean. So basically, like I am still just it was just a thought. I still want that live 2D model. Yeah, I still want that live 2D model. We'll see. We will see. Maybe nah, I don't think it would be a possibility. I don't think going into a full-on flash tubing would actually fire up. You know, I feel like I like using the live 2D model and you know in the background trying to learn some, I don't know, like simple character modeling or something like that, and just create, you know, 3D model in a way that it's supposed to be done, and not like whatever this VRoid made for me. Like, I'm not saying it looks good, but it looks good because of my freaking because of my textures, you know. So yeah. I want to also start a game. I want to make the game. I think I've got more or less like already a lot of stuff for it. So yeah. So for this illustration, we're also going to make like a background like this, so like, you know, some rocky shores, you know, like a British rocky shores, basically. But I'm still thinking if I want to even give him the background. Reno Tuna, from what I've seen, is not giving that many of his characters any kind of background, actually. Just some like small elements and stuff. Yeah. Oh yeah. So, damn. What can I say? It's like, it's pretty difficult to really like roll around with all of it. So I just bought. Oh yeah, I guess we are going to try to like line art it, maybe even start decoloring on the next stream. To be fair, just from this sketch we've spent 2 hours, just on the sketch, and I wasn't like, do you hate any fruits? Me? Do I hate any fruits? Dragon fruit was pretty underwhelming. Those spiky melons, not durians, actual melons, but like the one with the spikes was pretty bad too. I consider I've got a list of fruits that I hate. When it comes to the fruits, I have like very specific taste for them. For me, dragon fruits have almost no taste. It's like same, kinda. But actually they have like, spiky what? Melon. Spiky melon. And I have to say, it's like really, you know, I think it was like honeydew melon or something like this. Dragon fruit tastes like grass. Like, as if you'd, like literally, it tastes like freshly cut grass smells. You know what I mean? Like, that's literally, you know. So, yeah, that's exactly how it tastes, yeah. I genuinely don't like anything bitter or, yeah, like no bitter fruits for me. Like grapefruit is absolutely disgusting. I hate that spiky melon thing. I think honeydew melon I've also tried and it wasn't really that good. I hate dragon fruit. Yeah. Hmm. You know, I can't handle gooey texture. For me, more is texture, I think. I see. You know what's also disgusting? Like, you would expect that if you eat enough of, like, vitamin C, the taste turns bitter. But, like, pomegranate, it's like bittery sour. That's absolutely disgusting flavor. I hate pomegranate too. What about slime girls? Yeah, Ren, what about slime girls? Would you handle that gooey texture? It was so wrong. Like, not being able to chew. Yeah. Not have any of them. Hate to sleep, be good. Yep, gum, candy, pudding, mochi. Yeah, those are... You've never had pudding? Or gum candy? Mochi, okay, I understand. Mochi might not be something you'd like. But, folks, to be fair, I guess we could wrap up for today. I'm going to say... No, not I think so. Like gum, like a chewing gum. It is like a gooey texture. Also pudding, like pudding, just, you know, like a normal pudding, like vanilla pudding, or, you know, things generally that, you know, like a custard, like the thing that the donuts are filled with. You've never had it? Gum, yes, but not candy gum. It's the same. Like, it's the same. No pudding, I see. Well, that's really weird, I'll be fair. We're gonna color him next stream? Yes, definitely. That's for sure. you know, that's that. Get some rest. Yeah, you know, that's why I'm like kind of meh. I've been really trying to zoom through so many things that it might have been a bit problematic for me, to be fair. But definitely that's, you know, that's the thing. But hey, we're streaming for 2 hours. And we've had only one day off, and my goal is to get, like, you know, all of the things. Not only like days off. Like no days off, basically, but I'm going to probably set up some kind of schedule that's going to operate a little bit better. Like in the days when I would actually have a break, I'm going to stream games. So like Monday and Saturday, and all the other days supposed to be filled up fully. Bye bye, Ryan. Bye bye. Also, folks, thank you all. Hope to see you all in the next one. Yeah. So, folks, as always, stay creative, and I hope to see you all in the next one.